beautiful peoples. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Anna Nicole, your go-to makeup artist and your beauty bestie. Here it's all about glowing up from the inside out, and today we are going to get into this beautiful, flawless, soft glam. Let's get into it. So as always, you guys know I am big on skin prep, big on skincare. So the first thing I like to do is just clean my face, whether that's with a wipe or some micellar water. Definitely have to start off on a clean canvas. Once we do that, we are going to jump right into moisturizing our face. Because I have normal to dry skin, I want to make sure that I am providing my skin with the type of hydration that it needs, okay? So I'm going in with this serum from Global Beauty Care, which you can find this at CVS or at the dollar store. Honestly, I go to the dollar store, but wherever you like to shop, that's your preference. So I like to just glide this across my skin, get in every crevice, everywhere that I know my skin will need hydration. So after applying the serum, you guys can see how glowy, how plump my skin looks. But wait, there's more. We're going to now lock in that serum with our Pond's facial moisturizer. And I like to take about this much, and literally a little bit goes a long way with this stuff. So I like to just spread that all over, making sure that my face is well moisturized and just locking in that serum that we first placed on our skin. You guys can see how amazing my skin is looking just off of these two products. Okay, so we want to first make sure that our skin is nice and hydrated, and the next thing we're gonna do is go in with our primer. Now, I normally use the hydration primer from e.l.f., but I ran out of that one, so I just used what I had available. This one is slightly thicker than the blue one, but it still works the same, even more tacky, but yeah, it gets the job done. So the secret to a long-lasting makeup look is the fact that you literally have to tap on your primer in order for it to sit on top of your skin, and so that the makeup can actually stick to the primer. Primer is an essential key to making sure your makeup is long lasting. So keep that in mind the next time you're applying your primer. Now what we're going to do is mattify our eyebrows. I went in with a loose powder from Dermablend, and if you don't know why I'm using loose powder, I'm going to tell you why. For two reasons. The loose powder is not only going to create a long-lasting eyebrow look, but it's also going to be easier for you to draw in your brows, which makes your brows look more polished and simpler for you to do your brows. I like to take light strokes when I'm drawing in my brows by not being too heavy-handed and just taking my time, okay? Next thing I'm going to do is go in with some concealer, and I'm just going to go underneath the actual line that I drew on my brows, if that makes sense. So like where I drew in my brows, I'm going to take the concealer and kind of line up under that, if that makes sense. It just makes a cleaner brow look. And like I say in every single makeup tutorial, you guys, if you still can see skin, you don't have enough concealer or you don't have enough makeup for your makeup look. Now, when it comes to blending out, I like to start at my lid and then work my way up towards my brow. This just creates a very nice, seamless type of blend that I just absolutely love. Now, if you're feeling a little extra, you can also go in with a lighter concealer, which is what I did here, and just line my brows again, giving me that really nice halo fresh wax type of brow look. And what you guys see me doing here is just taking a little bit of foundation and just shaping up my brows a little bit more, because why not? This will be the time, if you don't like how thick your brows are or if there's anything that you want to fix about your brows, you can take that foundation and just clean it up and make it more polished to your liking. Now this is where we get into my favorite part, which is the foundation. I just wanted to show off my super fancy makeup brush. I'm super obsessed with it. I've never seen an actual makeup brush look like a paintbrush, so yeah, I just thought that was so cool. As you guys know, I like to go in using my NARS foundation and the shade Caracas. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. But yeah, I just like to spread that all over my face, giving me a even color. Yes, I love my skin, but I am a full glam type of girly. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to base our eyelids, going in with a vanilla shade concealer, just prepping our eyelid for our eyeshadow. I find that concealer is better for me than eyeshadow base. Whatever you decide to use is solely your preference, but for me, I find that that works better. Now I'm going to go in with this chocolate mocha type of eyeshadow color, and I'm just going to apply it on my lid. I like to do this at least 3 times to give me that pigment that I want. And then the next thing I like to do is go in with a lighter brown, and I like to do the 50-50 method. So I apply the brush half on the previous color and blend that way. The next thing I did was go in with this pretty glitter champagne pink type of color. I don't know, I just felt like being different. So yeah, that's what you guys see me doing here. Just working in my creativity and seeing where it takes me. Now we are going to get into our concealer and contour placement. You guys know I love to use Born This Way because their coverage is unmatchable. Do you hear me? And I believe this is in the shade Butterscotch. So yeah, let's get into it. Of course, you guys know I like to apply my concealer on my forehead, under my eyes, my chin, the bridge of my nose. Basically anywhere where you guys see the natural light hitting, that's where I love to place my concealer. Now we're going to get into our contour. I love, love, love Fenty Beauty, and I'm using the shade Espresso. And this is the time where I like to spray a mist of barrier spray or fixer spray just to kind of like melt in all of my creams and just making sure everything will blend seamlessly for me. I would highly recommend using setting spray before you blend out just because it just makes things so much easier and it helps your makeup to last longer. So it's a win-win. And as you guys can see here, I am just blending out that concealer with a setting brush from Real Technique. And then I like to blend my contour upwards, giving my face this really nice snatched effect, in which I absolutely love. So yeah, that's what you guys see me doing here. Preferably for me, I just like to tap in my contour because as long as you're tapping your contour, it's going to blend out on its own. So that is all I recommend. Just tap, tap, tap till you don't see anything anymore. And that is how you know you have a flawless blend. And you guys, I also want to point out, do you guys see how hydrated my skin still looks right now? This is why skin prep is essential for a beautiful, flawless makeup look. Now I am going to set all of my makeup in place. And yes, I said set instead of bake because we are not baking just yet. I want to make sure that all of the cream products on my face are not leaving my makeup feeling sticky or heavy. So I like to go in with different setting powders and just making sure that everything is well set. Now I'm going to go in and bake. Just to enhance my natural features that I want to bring out or snatch. I like to go in with a translucent powder and yeah, bring out those features. The next thing that I love to do is go in with a bronzer to just bring back some color into my makeup look. I also like to go in with a little bit of blush, preferably a orange or a really nice soft pink. Just depends on what mood I'm in. Today I'm going in with the Juvia's Place orange. Then the next thing I like to do is go in and kind of just snatch my nose with the bronzer. I know a lot of people like to use cream on their nose, but I just feel like it makes my nose look too heavy. So I like to go in using a bronzer to just bring everything together when it comes to my nose. Now we're about to get into this lip combo. If you don't know, now you're about to know. I love me a dark brown espresso mocha looking type of lip liner. Yes, 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 yes. It's given tea. So yeah, I went in with the NYX lip liner in the shade Espresso. Then I like to go in using their butter gloss. Y'all, when I tell you there's no better lip combo than this one right here, love this stuff. It literally makes my lips feel like I have butter on them. In a good way, of course. So yeah, I like to take that lip gloss and apply it to the center of my lips. I don't want to touch my liner until I, make sure that this is the permanent color that I want to do. So I like to leave my lips heavily lined. And then if I feel like blending it out, I will. But for the most part, I love me a heavy overlined lip. Next thing we're going to do is go in with our lashes. You guys, these lashes will be coming soon to a store or a website near you, so stay tuned for that. These lashes are really lightweight and they just complement my eyes so well. I didn't have to cut them. I didn't have to do anything extra. I literally just had to plop them on, and yeah, it just brought everything all together. Now, I'm a highlight type of girly, even if it is a soft glam. I'm going to add a little pop of pizzazz, if you know what I mean. So I'm going in with a little bit of highlighter, just applying it to the bridge of my nose and to the highest points of my cheeks to just give me that little, pizzazz. So yeah, for the most part, these are all the finishing touches with the highlights. Just checking it out, making sure everything looks great. I love how seamless it looks. I love how natural everything is, how well blended everything is. And yeah, but before we finish, we definitely have to get somebody else's approval, because something may look good to me, but to other people, it may not give what I would want it to give. So now I am going to bring in my biggest critic, and let's see what he has to say. He took a few moments to make a decision, but it looks like I got a yes. So yeah, that is all, guys. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, we are going to be beautiful inside and out. And until next time, you guys will see me in the next video.
Talking in my sleep at night, making